for coding-bootcamps.com with another video on indexing. In this video we're going to be talking about unique indexes. So a unique index, per the Mongo documentation, is an index that ensures that indexed fields do not store duplicate values, i.e. enforces uniqueness for the indexed fields. By default, MongoDB creates a unique index on the ID field during the creation of a collection. And I alluded to that before. If we switch back to our CLI, we see that our list of indexes that we got back from our get indexes command has this first document here, which is a default index created by Mongo. And this index maps to the ID field in a document. And Mongo is telling us, per their documentation, that this is a unique index. It means that each document ID is only going to map to one document, which makes sense because it is, if you have done relational database work in the past, it is a primary key. There can only be one document associated with this ID. And we can indeed define indexes that have this same uniqueness constraint. So if we look back at our documentation, what Mongo is telling us is we can do the same exact create index command that we've done in past videos, but just give it this unique true parameter. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead back. Let's delete this index that we have here, just for simplicity. I'll drop department text. And it is actually going to be called, if you look up here at my cursor, because remember we created this on two fields, it's going to be department underscore text underscore first name underscore text. And now we're going to use our same create index, and we can go ahead and continue to use the multi-valued combination of department and first name for this index, and just paste in this constraint unique true. And actually this is a little bit of a more practical way of creating this index, because if we create this index just with department as the key, then that's saying that we can only have one matching document for each department. So it's saying we can only have one employee in the IT department, for example. So by doing this on the multi-valued index, we're saying we can only have one employee in the IT department with the first name of John, for example. So we click enter. And we see that we have an error that has shown up here. Duplicate key error collection. And it appears that we perhaps already have an index here. I thought we had deleted it. So let's look. We do indeed only have our one index. So let's try that again. And this is actually very interesting. I didn't expect to hit this, but it makes sense. If we go back, this is a really good learning opportunity. If we go back to our JavaScript, if we look at our employees, remember what we just talked about. We're saying that we can't have two employees in the collection called My Collection that belong to the same department and have the first name. Well, in a prior session, we had created two Tom Wilberts to illustrate that we were able to deduplicate a record and delete a duplicate record. So right now, we still have two Toms. So we have 2 people in the IT department with the same first name. So let's try this. Let's just get rid of one of these employees here in our script and save the file. And again, just remind ourselves what's going on here. We're deleting everything in our collection, and then we're going to add all of our employees, our 4 employees, but not employee 5. So now we're only going to have 1 Tom in the IT department. And we can even go ahead and comment out this aggregation if we want to, but it's fine to let it run. The important thing is that the data gets in there with just these 4 employees and without a duplicate Tom. And we could do this, we could delete our second Tom from the CLI, but it's going to be easier to do this from our script. So we'll go ahead and run our script again. Go back into the Mongo CLI, and we'll try creating that index again. And we see it's successful. It's able to create the index because it's not seeing that there are 2 people named Tom in the IT department. Great. And we'll pick up where we left off in the next video.